Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to start this video off with an aerial view of the Grand Canyon. So some of you might be thinking, oh my god, did you take a helicopter tour? Did you take a plane tour? No, I actually didn't. This is actually the view that we had taken on the airplane ride to Las Vegas. So Grand Canyon is in Arizona, and this was about an hour away from Las Vegas from when we landed in Vegas. So this was really cool because I got a really amazing aerial shot of the canyons, and that I wasn't really expecting. Like, I knew we were going to be flying over Arizona, but I didn't expect that I would actually be able to catch the canyon from the airplane. So that's what you guys are seeing right now. This isn't a helicopter tour or anything fancy. This is just some video that I got from the actual airplane ride. So this is another aerial shot that I got with actually snow on top of it. So I did see on the news that Las Vegas and Arizona and some of those warm states did get some snow this season, but it was actually really cool to see it on the mountains. So Arizona is known as a desert state, and it does get pretty hot, but when you go up into the higher elevations, you can definitely expect to see some snowfall. So that's what you guys are seeing, is just some snowfall along the canyons. And this is just another shot more closer into Las Vegas, just another shot of this beautiful canyons and some water. This isn't the Grand Canyon, this is just a canyon that we were passing while on our way to Vegas. So this clip is from the actual ride to the Grand Canyon. So as I mentioned before with the previous video that I did with Antelope Canyon and Horseshoe Bend, we did end up taking a bus tour from Las Vegas. So as I mentioned before, this is also another 4 or 5 hour ride on the bus, but absolutely worth it. Here's some cool facts about the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is a steep-sided canyon carved by the Colorado River in Arizona. The Grand Canyon is approximately 277 miles long, 18 miles wide, and has depth of 6,093 feet. That's really, really steep, guys. There's actually been a few people who have fallen off the Grand Canyon because they try to get selfies. As you'll see in some of the clips that I have, there are some sides of the rim that we went on that are gated, so they are enclosed and there's a railing there so you won't fall over, but there are a lot of sides that are not, and a lot of people like to stand at the edge to get an amazing selfie, and trust me, it's not worth it because so many people unfortunately have fallen to their death. So guys, if you ever do go, be careful. Don't try to be one of those daredevils. We did see people out kind of in the canyon, like just crawling all over it, and just like in places that are not accessible, that shouldn't be really accessible to the public, but people do it to get photos. Don't do it. Not worth it. It is very, very dangerous and risky, so be careful when you go. So we decided to do the south rim of the canyon. So there's a few lookout points and a few different areas of the canyon that you can actually go and go on some trails and see some views on. So there's the south rim, there's the west rim that are very well known and that people look into. We decided to go with the south rim just because it seemed, when I was at least looking up the research for it, it seemed that the south rim was just more interesting to see. The views were more breathtaking and more in depth and gorgeous to see from what I read in the reviews that I saw. So I decided to go with the south rim. And when you go to the south rim, there's actually a trail you can follow. It's called Trail of Time. So you can start at one point where the buses and cars drop off, and you can walk all the way over to their little village area. There's a Grand Canyon village where there's a lodge, there's a bar, there's some gift shops, which is really cool. And that trail takes about an hour and a half round trip, so about 45 minutes one way. But let me tell you guys, you're not going to take 45 minutes one way because you're going to stop at every looking point. You're going to take gorgeous and breathtaking photos. You're going to take amazing video. So it definitely would probably take you about an hour and a half one way, and maybe about like the 45 minutes to an hour back because you've already seen all that scenery. If you decide to go back and forth, again, you can start at one side of the trail and then have your bus or car meet you at the other side. You don't necessarily have to go back and forth, but either way, the view is absolutely breathtaking. So I highly would recommend the south rim if you guys do go. But do your research. You know, like I said before, there's the South Rim, there's the West Rim. They both have different things that they offer. I know that the West Rim actually has this lookout point where it's on top of this bridge that's made out of glass, which a lot of people gravitate to and think is absolutely gorgeous. And when I saw that in pictures, I thought it was absolutely gorgeous as well. But again, like I mentioned before, when I just checked out the reviews and different videos of the South and West Rim, just the South Rim spoke more to me. So that's the trail that we decided to take, and it was absolutely amazing. I don't regret it at all. So if you guys do end up going, I highly would recommend the South Rim. I'm going to play the majority of the video. You're not going to hear me talking because I just gave you guys a lot of information, and basically the information that I have for the Grand Canyon when I went. So the rest of this video will just be video of the canyon that I took. But if you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video.